Hi everyone, I'm Khushboo. I'm a lifestyle accessory designer and I'm a postgraduate student of NID. And I'm going to be talking about unintentional actions, and I'm just going to go about explaining what I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm talking about all these actions that we are doing in our daily lives, without almost thinking, and you're constantly adapting and reacting to the environment around us. And some actions like, holding a warm cup of coffee to, warm your hands, or grabbing something for balance are almost instinctive to us. So I'm just going to go about how observing such everyday actions can actually lead to, huge design opportunities and innovative products. So I'm just going to start by showing some actions that can actually lead to these products and go about it. So some qualities that are there that actually prompt us to behave in a particular way. For example, there's a book, you actually use your finger, as a bookmark. Or in the second image, there's a stroller, but you've actually changed the function and you've hung like a polythene bag around it to suit your needs. Or for instance, an arm is acting like an umbrella in the third picture. Also, it's interesting to observe why we are doing certain kind of things. Like, in the middle of a public space, this person has put a bag in the middle of his legs. He's feeling safe here. Even when we're traveling in trains, we actually take our bags into our own personal space, which is our lap. Or, you hold something with your teeth, or even how she's holding onto the mug over there. And we notice all these things around us. I mean, they're all there in front of us, but they just become new the minute we notice them. And it's quite interesting and exciting that, oh my God, it was there in front of our eyes and we never realized it. For instance, you always, adjust the projector to, with a book or something. Or even it's a common problem here, like, you have a T written over a switch or an F or a fan, but there is no solution to it. Something like this. Okay, sorry. Okay. Also, another interesting thing about complementing shapes and how we have a tendency of fitting forms into one another. For example, that's a cup that's actually supposed to go into a waste bin, but it's on a post right now. Or how one has stuck like an ice cream stick into that hole over there. Also, like everywhere we look, there is like evidence of people's creativity around us and how they are, reinterpreting things and adapting it to, make things simpler for themselves. This is a scene of in Ahmedabad of the policeman. So on the left-hand side, he's actually reinterpreted the bike as a piece of furniture, and he's sitting and enjoying his chai over there. Or, for example, on the right-hand side, I mean, this is very context-based also. Like in a country like India, we are using lathis as, a tool. So this guy's actually put hooks on his bike to carry the lathi. I mean, there is something that is missing and people are constantly adapting to it, and we are not really observing all these minute details around us, which are very, very, it can lead to huge design opportunities. So I'm just going to, show you some examples of these kind of observations that have, reached a product level. And they connect to one as an emotional product also, or as products that are very, very functional. So at an emotional level, like something like this, all little girls have actually danced on their father's feet. So if there, it has actually, this observation has translated into this product. Again, it's again contextual, because if someone hasn't done it and they, they see this shoe, they're going to be like, what is this shoe with another shoe on it? I mean, I don't get it. So it's something like this, which, people connect to emotionally. There's a constant fight between me and my sister, that don't enter my territory of the bed. This is mine and this is yours. You're always pulling. So certain observations like this can lead to products that give an experience. Also something like this where, we automatically put a pencil in our mouth while thinking, and it has translated into a product. Or the whole experience of bursting a bubble wrap is translated well. You really, if there's a bubble wrap in front of you, you will burst it. Any human being will do that. And how we can, observe these little details that are there, that are unconscious. We don't know we are really doing it, but we are doing it. So how we can translate this into products. Also something like this, tea is always spilling around, and you sometimes, I mean, I do it, I actually make patterns out of it on the table and then wipe it off eventually. So then all these needs are, indicate something about people's needs that is going to translate. And also I believe that, sometimes you need to focus on the action more than the product. It's just a scenario. Like, for example, if I was focusing more on the mug itself, maybe this kind of product wouldn't, be arrived at. But maybe this person was thinking of the action of holding 2 to 3 mugs together and how he's going to be doing that. Also, unexceptional incidents can inspire some thoughts. Like we have a tendency of, folding our paper plate together, or if there's curry, we're actually tilting it around and, trying to eat it and, make things easier for us. A common action of scratching. I mean, this is a direct translation, but yet this is an action that is there that has given way to this product. Also about like the Nokia torch light, which a study they had done where, in countries where electricity was an issue and they actually saw people, when the light goes, you actually go around with your phone. So that also gave way to this kind of a product. And also like Astra had come up with these keychains where there is a light. So in the night when you're actually trying to put the key in, you can see where the hole is. Also, like sometimes separate elements can give way to a completely new tool. I mean, on the right-hand side, it's actually a Pritt stick. It's a gum stick, but the context is perfectly fine. I mean, why don't we have such kind of products in our daily life? What is it that you're actually using it like that, or we get a Amul butter pack the way it is? Also, we all have like been through this where, we have a container of moofli and we put the chilka back inside and then we are struggling around to find the real moofli or the chilka is coming. So there's a constant thing happening. I mean, it's such a simple thing. It's a brown paper bag with 2 compartments. But why is it not a part of our daily life right now? It's something that we all as designers need to think about and, come up with. Also, on this page, I have both like emotional and a practical example where we all have a habit of counting steps sometimes and may have done it in some point of our life. But on the right-hand side, this is an ISKCON temple in Bangalore, and they have these raised tiles that are there, and each tile that you step on, you're supposed to say Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. And the space is defining that only one person is going to stand on it. There is no push and pull like the railway trains that we have in Bombay. So it is just something that is translating. And I'm just going to show a few glimpses of this in my own work. And I still have a long way to go, but I'm still trying to do and trying to get this philosophy into what I'm trying to do. On the left-hand side, there's a cookie jar, which I had done a module with Alex Davis in NID. It's the cookie jar, there's actually a cut in the plate and you can carry both things around. I mean, I always had a fight that, you go and get more cookies from the kitchen, I'm not going. So, you're actually carrying both the things together and you can refill the plate, or even if the cookies are left, you can actually put it back on. Also, the second on the right-hand side, there's a disposable plate which is an ideal for outdoor occasions. Like you have to carry the spoon separately, the fork separately, the plate separately, and hand it out. So it's just a one-on-one solution. This is also something that I'm doing right now. I'm actually designing a bed. So for that, I was just going to observe how people sleep and etc. So on the left-hand side, like I noticed that Indian women have a problem because they keep their Mangal Sutra. They take out their Mangal Sutra and their rings before sleeping. And in the morning, they're in a hurry to get ready. And then the maid is coming and then you don't find your ring. And then who took it and where is it gone? So, I was trying to actually incorporate. The project is still ongoing. So I was incorporating like a safe or something, a place that is there on the right-hand side. You can keep things. Also, individual lights. I mean, if one partner wants to read and the other doesn't want to read, why want to harass them? So something like that. Also, a part of the headboard can become like a table for laptops or tea around the space because, I mean, at home I'm spilling the tray, the coffee's falling off, the namkeen is falling all over the place. So just little observations that I'm trying to, incorporate in my products. I'm still on my way for that. Also, this is another product that I had done in NID itself where, I was studying pranks, how people actually throw water in each other and you have fun. So it's actually a hit me bottle. I mean, it actually works like a hit me bottle, but there's a spray also, for you to, have fun along with your friends. This is another, it's a diaper changing station that I had done for India, and I had realized that the Indian mentality is such they don't want to throw away things, and that's one reason why they do not buy kids' furniture. So looking at that, I actually made a product which you can, translate into like there's a table in the middle, so that comes off as a study table for the child once the child grows. The top part becomes a seater, and on the bottom left, there's a stool and a space for storage. So it actually, the years of the product increase and grows with the child. And just about a certain observation of an everyday activity is also there about how we've all interacted and responded to the action of having tea, which you all are also doing as of right now. And how if you put a vending machine, you have to hold the tea bag because otherwise it's going to fall like in the second image and get wet. Then you're constantly trying to, work your way around the tea bag. For example, even within the cup, you have it on the side, you have to, or in the second image, your glasses are getting blurry because of the steam. And you always, having it around your finger or some place like that. And sometimes you also, and in the middle picture, it's actually hitting your nose while you're trying to drink it. And sometimes you actually have it, the froth on your nose. So this is what it was. And a lot of it has been inspired from Jane Fulton Suri. That's a designer for IDEO in America. And